Welcome, guys. We are live. Yes, day after Thanksgiving, November 24th,
About your
2023.
current relationship. Joseph just
Let
told me
me
in brief
just
that
1 second here. Too many gadgets on the go here. Let me turn this off. Hey, guys. I'm going to start by playing a little teaser update on the last coaching call that John had with Billy as to his status with Oksana, and then I'll be right back.
you have some
Oops, no, that's not the one. This is the one here.
Is she uncomfortable? I didn't talk sexual. I just said, do you like to cuddle when you're watching a movie? Like, because I'm a physical person. Do you like, you're cold. If you were cold, would you snuggle up against me? And she literally waved goodbye, like she was gonna, like the Road Runner from that cartoon, like.
Really, can you ask Oksana about what do you think if we can meet or when we can meet? Do you want this happen? You can just message like dominant message and ask her, tell me when and where tomorrow I can deliver flowers to you. I want to do this. You will not understand her on distance until you really will meet with her. Just first of all, accept this decision in your head. And I'm actually surprised that you didn't even check your options when and where you can meet with her, because it is just a must-have. And every month you spending, it's wasting of time, of your life. So you're already in the middle of this journey. Why are you afraid to do that?
No, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid.
Today, it's completely free for you to have a video date face-to-face with beautiful Eastern European women of all ages and walks of life.
Oh my God. That's it. I'm all yours.
So I brought flowers.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
With makeup or no makeup, hair up, hair down, you always look great.
Thank you.
You get to ask all your deepest burning questions. Okay, so we will see you live over at ukrainedating.tv.
Hey guys, so that is the teaser of the coaching session that Billy just had this week with Jana. And that's a snippet of her advice to Billy. Be aggressive. Set the date. Get her done. You know, you've heard this message from us time and time again, right? That's the way Ukrainian men are. So what I'm going to do in this video, and Billy will be joining me near the end. He's out driving around New York with his operating his medical delivery company. And that way you can see the interaction between Billy and I. He can hit me up with any questions about Jana's coaching. Again, we're giving this to you live. This is the Billy the Kid, as we're calling him, journey. Dating in Ukraine, or dating Ukrainian women with Match Guarantee. This is episode number 28, if you can believe it. 28 episodes, and the entire playlist of Billy's series or saga is in the description below this video if you want to catch up on it. So a belated Thanksgiving to everyone. It was yesterday. I hope everybody had a great turkey dinner, and you know, you were with all friends and family, and that's what the festive season is all about. Just the announcement there, ukrainedating.tv is back. We're very happy to announce that. December 1st, it will start back up. So if you haven't already, you're in for a treat over there. You get to actually do live cam share video dating with our Match Guarantee live streamers. And if you want to support the channel, because we're a nonprofit, you know, it's essentially a charity. We pay these streamers $20 an hour to talk to you, to answer all your questions honestly, and even live video date with them. And if you like them, you can buy them flowers at the Buy Me a Coffee link, which is down below, and we will send them flowers. You can include your contact information, and if they like you, well, of course, they will write you back, right? You might, you know, get a Match Guarantee lady for $200. You never know. Try your luck, right? So without further ado, I'm going to pull in the coaching video with Billy. No, first I'm going to play the intro video for Billy, so you guys can get caught up to his crazy experiences dating in Ukraine before Match Guarantee even started. It's been like 2+ years with Match Guarantee, and before that, yeah, you'll see. And we'll be right back to continue.
Again, I'm getting sucked right back in. So that was hard, especially with the first woman, because I was really putting my whole heart in, 100%. There was nights actually when I would sit and I would start to cry.
Prepare to be awestruck by one man's harrowing journey to find his soulmate in the far-flung reaches of Ukraine in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Taking him over 7,000 miles from home into a hostile war zone where he was bombed, beaten, and kidnapped. Billy Sheffield is a 53-year-old small business owner from Kingston, New York. Despite his Herculean efforts, he has yet to find his soulmate. And his bank account has taken a staggering $43,000 hit to the cause. Yet Billy is absolutely determined that his story, well, it doesn't end until he finds his Ukrainian bride. His spirit remains unbroken as he continues to share his captivating story with us here today. So get ready to be inspired by Billy's tale of unwavering persistence. Now, you can see all episodes in our series, Billy the Kid Dating in Ukraine, in the description below this video. Hey guys, I'll just shut off that notice, but I'm just putting up that notice just so you guys know, because some of you guys are freaking out that are not Match Guarantee clients. But like, hey, I don't want to become a Match Guarantee client. They're going to plaster me all over YouTube and social media. No. Special deal we have with Billy the Kid called No Wife, No Pay. Speaks for itself, right? So, yeah, welcome everyone. We are live. We will field your questions during and after. So there is a poll that's live right now, and I just want to share with you the question is, should Billy go meet Oksana in Europe ASAP? Option 1, yes, this is obvious. 33% of you are you saying that right now? Yes, although I share Billy's doubt. That is 20% of you are voting already that. And then third, yes, but only with a backup plan. We're going to talk about that. That's important. We're going to talk about that towards the end. And no, it's just way too risky is 33%. And backup plan is 13%. Okay, so please vote. The poll is live right now, and I will give you the tabulate the results at the end. All right, so let's pull this up.
Not that happy with Oksana's behavior. So please, I don't know any update about your current relationship. Joseph just told me in brief that you have some, like I can put it in that way. You not that happy with Oksana's behavior. So please share with me what is going on.
Well, it's like a back and forth. Like it's hard to read her. And then like she'll do something and then I don't know, just crazy. And because Joe messaged me and he's like, oh, when are you flying over to meet her? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't even really know her. I mean, for the amount of time that we've talked since we had the first meeting, I mean, we try to talk every day for a period of time. And he's like, when are you sending her flowers? He's like, push me. Like, what am I doing? I'm like, Joe, you don't even understand the situation. Like, I wanted to send her flowers. I got her address. And then when I was going to go do it, she was leaving. Her daughter's in another city in Georgia. She lives in Georgia.
Yeah.
So her daughter lives in some other city for school and for competitions and whatever. So she goes there to see her. And she just does it spontaneously. Like she tells me like the last second, like I'm going, I'll be back in 5 days. So the one day I was going to do the flowers, she was going. Then she came back and then we talked for a day or two. And okay, I'll try the flowers again. I just got a call. I got to go to my daughter's thing for like 3 days. So she's gone. Boom. Then there was a time where I didn't hear from her for like 2 days. I think it was like 2 days went by. I didn't hear from her. So then in my head, I start thinking, did I say something like wrong? Like, did I do something that all of a sudden she just stopped talking to me? Like, because I've been trying to do the one for one message. She sent me a message, I send her a message, and I'm not writing books or anything, just enough to keep the communication open and trying to learn still about her. She does some kind of real estate thing, like for some company. I don't quite understand how it works, but she goes and helps sell apartments or flats or homes or whatever. And she makes a commission, I guess. So she does that during the day. I don't know how it all works. There's like a 9-hour time difference between me and her.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 9. Yeah. So that's pretty big. So then she just disappeared for like 2 days. And I wrote her just a message, I think on the second day. I said, hey, how are you doing? I haven't heard from you. I hope everything's okay with you. And I'm, looking forward to talking to you. Just want to, see how things are going. And then I think it was another day maybe, and I heard from her. I mean, I might not be saying word for word what I said, but it was pretty close, like just checking on her, make sure she's okay. And she writes back, oh, hi. Yeah, I felt down, or I was depressed, maybe about work or something. So she's like, whenever I feel a certain way, I'll just disappear. I just go away, just disappear. And eventually I come back. I'm like, why? I try to understand Ukrainian woman, Western woman, any woman in general. And I'm like, you're just going to disappear. Like, so then I expressed to her, I said, well, if we're trying to build communication and relation, if you have a problem, I'm here to talk to about it. Like, if you want to talk, I'm here. I tried to express, I'm here, even though there's a distance, I'm here. You can call me, you can text me, whatever. Disappearing is not a good thing, because then in my mind, suppose you're here with me in America and you get upset with me or something, and anything in general in life, how are you going to disappear? You're going to close yourself in the bedroom or just disappear from my life? I didn't understand the concept.
Don't overthink. I will try to explain you. First of all, I want to agree with Joseph about flower things, and not sure about meeting, depends on how your communication goes. But flowers, it's first simple action when a woman can see that you're able to do something, that you want to, to make certain actions to show your serious intentions.
Oh, yeah.
Because fast communication, it's nice, but it's just text, and nowadays with the internet and so much apps and social media, we have so many people who want to reach to us, to text, to talk, but talks are cheap, and it shouldn't be a really impressive surprise. You can directly ask, like, okay, if you're going for a couple days to another city, I want to support you. I want to bring you some surprise to boost your mood. Tell me how I can deliver flowers to you. Even in another city, nowadays I receiving sometimes delivery which I never expected, never was warned about. So some delivery company, when they know my phone
Well, she
number,
said when she goes to her daughter, sometimes she stays different places. Like, it's not like one place. She might stay with a friend, like the daughter's friend,
you can
in a
ask
hotel.
where you will be tomorrow. Please tell me this information. I want to deliver flowers to you, but it's difficult to catch you at one place. So help me to organize this. At least
She's a little closed off, though. Like, she's a little closed off. Like, she doesn't offer too much. And now she's going to Ukraine on the 25th, for until the first week in December or something. She's going to see her father or something. Not taking her daughter. Her daughter she's leaving behind, I guess. And so she's going there. Another part for me is because of I'm trying. I don't know how to word it, but I'm trying to feel something for her, like inside. Like, I'm trying to feel some kind of warmth inside myself. she likes me. She appears to like me. She's told people that she liked me, I guess, previously. But I'm trying to feel excited. I'm trying to feel excited about something that I'm not there yet, though, because it's like, I don't know if it's stuff that she's doing or if it's me holding back. It could be both. I mean, she'll video chat. We video chat. She knows some English better than Irina did. So the English is a little bit better. I offered to pay for her thing. I said, give me your account information for English lessons, because she said she wasn't going to take English lessons because it was $100 a month. I said, well, give me the information. How can I get you? Do you have PayPal? Do you have something? I'll pay it. $100 is nothing a month for me.
Good offer.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take care of it, So I do these things, but then in my mind, I'm like, I'm trying to feel like something, like, and then I have Joe saying, oh, you should be on my way to Poland already. I'm like, no, or going wherever to meet her. And I'm like, how am I going to meet her when I don't even know how much we like each other? Like, he's pushing me in one direction. I'm like, but I can't just take off
How
for
you can
something that I don't
understand this
know.
and distance? How you gonna understand this and distance? As I remember correctly, your first Zoom introduction was something like 8th of October, as I remember in a correct way.
Maybe,
So
yeah.
already a month and a half passed. The same time it passed from your communication before first meeting with Irina. And during this period of time, um, your connection didn't grow that much. You didn't do actions for some reasons, not because of your fault, but for some reasons, yes, still 1 month and a half, women never see any actions, still just words. That's nice intentions, yeah, to offer her. As well, for our women, just can be difficult just to send people without meeting in person, because good women, they feel themselves like scammers, like bad women, yeah, before meeting to accept any money, because in the future, if she will not like you, no chemistry, she will feel guilty, like, like gold
Yeah.
digger, like a scammer. So it can be tough decision to accept actually your offer, your help. Flowers, it is different thing, must have, I believe, if you want to just
Yeah, she gave me her address and everything for that, so I can do that. And she did give me some bank account. It's jumbled. There's like 3 different things. I have to go through it. There's like Georgia, and then there's something else. And something. I got to figure it out how to do it. But again, I'm going back to how I feel. Like, I don't know how much I'm into her. Like, I'm trying to see if the chemistry is there. Like, with Irene, I mean, I don't like to compare everything to Irina, but with Irina, there was instant chemistry and it was good from the get-go, and it was zoom, boom, 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 boom.
really,
Whereas,
Irina was not typical with her
yeah, no,
behavior.
she's not typical, but I'm trying to feel like some sort of a connect. I can't go meet a woman unless I feel there's some sort of connection going on. Like, I'm not going over there to have lunch and dinner and then flying back to America. I need to feel like like I feel, and I want her to feel also, but I have to feel that there's some connection. Like, we actually genuinely are feeling it. Like, yeah, we have to be together. I don't feel that it's like this burning desire that I have to be together with her.
It would be
And that,
difficult. It would be difficult to build that connection, first of all, just because you will fall into your fantasies. The same like with Irina, she was very excited. You build great connection. She even overdid things, which not very typical
well,
for
yeah, I don't
women.
expect anybody to do what she was doing. I mean,
No,
she was
it's
like
not about
overboard, but
expectations even. It's about uh, this excitement, what you could experience with Irina. It was like, in certain ways, some fantasies, and she drawn at those fantasies as well. But in reality, when we met, seems like everything went good from her side. Yeah, she still was excited. But in the end of the day, at least what she told to our matchmakers, if she was sincere, yeah, she said after meeting that I think Billy is not my man. It was so impression in reality, right? Is more important than that fantasy, excitement, what she can feel during connection.
Yeah,
Did you
but like
try?
with Irina though, like it was all based on lies because for her to say, you know, she didn't feel like I was her man, but she had sex with me every night while we were together, and was I mean, I got a gazillion pictures where she's kissing me and all over me. So how are you?
Mhm.
And then you led me on for 2 more months after that, where you could have ended things either in Poland or when I came back home, you could have just said, "Ah, it didn't really work out for me." The woman was like, you know, totally, why are you getting in bed with me if you don't feel like
Mhm.
after our first meeting you
This is a
you're crazy?
question for me because it's the major indicator if woman not into men, she will try to avoid any kind of intimacy.
Yeah,
Of course, it would be the
yeah.
indicator number one. So she
And it
can be
wasn't
super
like,
friendly, nice to you, but she
yeah.
will allow any intimacy if she don't like a man.
And
So
we had two separate hotel rooms. Like she did not have to come to my hotel room.
sure.
After the second night, she said she wanted to, because I said, I'll pay for the rest of your stay over at the hotel. She says, no, I want to be with you. And then, I mean, after that, and we were 4 nights together nonstop. So it was just like everything with her. But I'm trying to not compare. So I'm never going to figure out what happened with Irina. I mean, she told
Yeah,
a million different stories, and whatever it is, it is. I,
yeah, but we
I
will
can't.
never confirm the truth.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's not. She's not.
without
Yeah,
her
yeah.
insight.
She said so many lies. I mean, I don't know how. For me personally, I don't know how you tell somebody every day, even after we left, when we were outside of Poland, after we had our amazing time, going out, experiencing the everything was amazing, sex amazing, the connection was amazing, the birthday thing she did with me amazing. We leave. I love you, Billy. You're so beautiful. I'm back down in America for like,
Mhm.
I love you. You're so beautiful to me. We're gonna play. I'm gonna make this work. Everything like that. Up until she sent me that text message after, for a couple of weeks, she told me about her mother and son all of a sudden being against it and her job, blah 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 blah. But don't say you weren't into me, like you didn't feel a connection, but you had sex with me like 3 times a day. You were having great times. After we leave, I'm so beautiful to you, and you love me so much. Why are you going to say that for another 2 months, and then just say, okay, my family's against it. Goodbye. So there's so many lies there. So then I take from that, and I'm like, okay, this is a different woman. I'm trying to look at everything differently and everything, and trying to do it, and then but she's also a busy woman too, so she's coming and going with that 9-hour time difference and everything. It's to try to get in sync. um and I generally believe she likes me. I don't think she dislikes me, because she does. Most of the time it's her request to get on video. She's like, can I call you, or do we call now? Like, she's usually the one who's initiating the video call, so I don't feel
It
like
means
she
it
dislikes
means
me.
that she doesn't like texting communication. So my mom is absolutely the same. When we start to text each other, if it's not one message back and forth about certain question with one response, if it turns to some texting, she just calling me, I don't want to type.
Yeah.
So it's just an indicator that for her it's more convenient this direct communication, even with the language barrier still, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
just type of people who what they prefer better. Billy, did you discuss with Oksana her like thoughts about your first meeting?
I haven't really thought about it too much, because she's been coming and going so much and traveling, and like now she's scared to go to Ukraine. She's going by herself, so she's nervous. She's going to Poland, and then from Poland she's got to get into Ukraine. I forget even where she even told me she lives in Ukraine somewheres. And um so that whole thing. So really haven't she's doing so much, and then she's going to her daughter, and so she's bouncing around so much. I haven't even really like brought it up, like how she feels about it. I mean, I know she would, but it's again, it's my I'm trying to get to that point where I feel like it's somebody that I can see, because I don't want to go there and then leave and say, oh man, it's not there. You know what I mean? Like I want to, I don't know. It's apples and oranges. I'm like comparing apples and oranges. It's terrible.
I can say the common mistake of foreign men, of my clients, when they have any kind of miscommunication with our fiancés, it's the major reason. You afraid to discuss things what you really want to do. You're just afraid to ask important things.
Well, I did try to
You will
like
just dig this relationship if you afraid to talk about this and no actions because you can't open this woman and understand fully
yeah.
and achieve this level of excitement to have the green flag to go. But when you probably will not receive and it would be too late to go. Nobody
Yeah, well, I
will.
tried to do one little thing. I threw something out there, like just a romantic, like, because I don't know, I'm a very romantic, passionate man. So with her, it's just been like, hi, how you doing? And I've been throwing out some stuff. Oh, I miss you. You know, I enjoy seeing you. You're, you know, beautiful on camera. Even though one time she was doing her hair, I said, you're beautiful on camera. I'm doing things. So then the other day, I tried to throw a little bit more out there. And I said, because I know I'm passionate and romantic, so I just kind of said to her, it was a cold. She was cold. It was a cold night. I said, oh, when you're, you know, with your man in a relationship, do you like to like cuddle and snuggle and kiss and be romantic and stuff? Like, and first she wasn't getting it. She was like, huh, what? And I said, you know, hold, you know, cuddle. And she's like, hug. She's like, hug. And I said, yeah, cuddling, hugging, you know, you kiss a little bit, stay warm under the covers while you're watching a movie. And she said, she got a look on her face. She's like, bye. And was going and was leaving. And then I jumped. I cut that off and I went to something else real fast. So I started talking about something else and then it was fine. So I was like, is she uncomfortable? I didn't talk sexual. I just said, do you like to cuddle when you're watching a movie? Like, because I'm a physical person. Do you like, you know, you're cold. If you were cold, would you snuggle up against me? And she literally waved goodbye, like she was gonna like the Roadrunner from that cartoon, like.
It's yeah, I understand, but it's not bad as well because before a real meeting, such questions naturally grows to can be at least yeah with some men can be um, some hint to develop such kind of communication and not every woman again you have a trap after Irina yeah that some women can be open to such communication some women before real meeting she cannot open to you she never saw you she never smell you it's important. So I think she will not even touch you. She will feel these few meters in front of you when she will just see you first time. Believe me, it happens. This chemistry subconsciously without even certain logic in woman's head. So we don't have this process like, okay, I can see him. He is this. Of course, we have this process by our mind, but some subconscious things, and they are important because how she can turn or develop such tender, I can say, communication about intimate things, even cuddles, they still are intimate. Nothing wrong about talking, but not all women can be open before meeting.
Yeah, that's why I was just trying to feel her out. You know, I'm just trying to feel her out to see.
That was your lesson. It means that okay, or okay, you shouldn't touch these topics before meeting, or could brought this in a different way, like not do you like cuddlings and some physical touches, probably just such playful phrase like, oh, if I could be next to you, I'd wish to cuddle you, to hug you, yeah, to warm you.
I think I did say something like that, like, you know, you look cold, like I would love to wrap my arms around you and, you know, keep you warm or something like that. But she was like, you know, and I don't know much about her. I mean, I know she has the son and the daughter, and I don't know if she was married with one man or she's had relationships. I don't know. Like the conversation, I try to, you know, just keep it simple. I'm trying not to go too far, but I'll definitely do the flower. You know, I'm going to do the flower thing. But again, I don't even know if I did it in Ukraine, where she is in Ukraine, if it's easier in Ukraine or in Georgia. I have no idea. I got her address in Georgia,
If you
so
have her Ukrainian number, I don't remember which number we sent to you, from Georgia
yeah,
or
I think
from
I got her
Ukraine.
telephone number.
It
It's a
depends.
Ukrainian.
If
I
it's
think it's
Georgian, Ukrainian, cool. So then
yeah,
to order flowers, there are few delivery companies where you need just to know a phone number and nothing else.
yeah,
So they will contact. So I was called by company and they asked me, "Are you in Kiev?" No, I'm not in Kiev. I'm in Sumy. Oh, okay, tell me your address. We will deliver flowers in this time. So it's easy,
yeah,
just one number, that's it. And this is direct company, so no middle people, you know, you will not overpay for any service, so it's direct. And you can just Google it. Flowers UA, some other companies, so they are, you know, first phase company, and you need just phone number for this. But okay, it will be for first week of December, so in couple weeks it will happen.
yeah. She
You
leaves Saturday.
this
This
week.
Saturday. Yes, the 25th.
Saturday.
Yeah, yeah.
Billy, can you ask Oksana about what do you think if we can meet or when we can meet? Do you want
Yeah.
this happen? Why are you afraid to do that?
No, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid because I think she would, meet me. It's just for me to get to the point that I want to meet her. I'm trying to get to that point where I want to, you know, where I feel like I'm getting on the plane to go meet somebody, so I don't know if I'm
It will
at
not
that
gonna
point
happen. It will not gonna happen on distance.
yet. No, I know it.
Especially you see she is very reserved woman, so you cannot read her and her
I know. I'm
mind.
trying to though, because it's
It
like,
means it still means nothing until you will meet in person. You can waste
no, I know.
few months,
It's
you can waste few months of nice communication and still don't know a person in
yeah.
reality
I mean,
how it can work.
well, it's going to be very cold too if we go someplace over there. So I know we're going to be spending time inside someplace. We're not going to be walking around outside a lot. So I'm trying to just see if there's any kind of like we're going to enjoy. I just trying to picture in my head because I knew what I knew how everything was going to be. We were going to enjoy each other's company. I don't know. I don't know. But I'll talk to her more about it. I'll send her flowers um and I'll
Okay,
pay
Billy,
for English. So
it can be risky, but I will put this in that way. Ukrainian women will like when a man is, you know, with a backbone. So you can just message like dominant message and ask her, tell me when and where tomorrow I can deliver flowers to you. I want to do this to boost your mood. You're nervous now. It will just be a sweet reminder that I'm next to you. I want to support you just to boost your mood. That's it
yeah,
before you sleep. Okay? So when you do this very like push a little bit, but you need to know to understand where you can push, not with intimacy talks or intimacy topics or anything, but in this way, like our women like that men who know how to accept decision and how to make an action without asking a woman even. So I am a
yeah.
man, I decided, help me to realize that I already did this decision. And what if you will ask her when she going to fly back? Probably you can arrange, at least talk about arranging meeting in Poland on her way back after Ukraine.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this? Do you have this opportunity?
What when she comes back? Well, she's coming back December 3rd, so I don't know if there's enough time for me to plan a trip
She
in like
comes
a week.
back. She comes back December 3rd. Ah,
Yeah, yeah. She
okay.
leaves it.
I
She
thought
leaves
she
it.
will be there for a while.
No, no, she's leaving on the 25th, and she's coming back on December 3rd. It's
Is it
fast.
possible to fly to Georgia?
I don't know. I have to look. I haven't even looked at
Mhm.
flights from America to there.
Why you didn't during months and half? Why you didn't even check this
I
option?
didn't think of Georgia because honestly, I think Georgia and Georgia's right next to Russia, and
So
I didn't
what?
know. Yeah, I just didn't want to I don't didn't know if I wanted to get that close to there over again. I don't know.
It's not dangerous there.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
not
they invaded
involved.
Georgia. With my luck, they would invade Georgia. They did it before.
Oh, really?
I got terrible
You
luck
need
when it comes. comes to wars and stuff, I'm not so good. I'm not very lucky.
Oh my God, it's you should switch this luck in your mindset.
Yeah, every time I touch a country, they get invaded. So I don't know. I gotta be careful. But
Poland's still safe, okay?
oh yeah, no, Poland's good. I had
Yeah.
that was the thing. I
You
would love
was
to go
there
back.
twice, and Poland's still safe, so you are not the reason, of
Yeah,
any invasion.
I loved Krakow. And I was thinking about going back there again, whether it was with a woman or by myself. I just thought it was just so beautiful. And that's why I said with Irene, it was such a beautiful time. And then it just, how it ended was sucky. But I still want to make new experiences and stuff. And, there's certain parts that I loved. So, but yeah, I'll work on the flower thing. I'll probably send her the money for once I figure out how to do it, the money for the English lessons, because I'm not.
Those things you should discuss with the money for English lessons if she has time for this, wish for this, and
Well,
if
she
she
did. She sent me her information. She sent me
okay.
a screenshot of some codes or IBN numbers or whatever.
Mhm.
So I got to figure out. I know there's a website I can do it, but there was like three different things. So I got it. One said Georgia, then it was a Bank of America, then it was some other thing. I don't know. It was confusing. So I'll figure it out, and I'll get her flowers. Maybe I'll try to get her flowers on Friday before she leaves. I'll see if I can place an order.
Friday, we have Wednesday today. You can ask her today. She already has her evening. She can just put this in ultimately, like, help me to deliver this for you. I have this intention during last time.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just help me. I already decided to do that, but I don't want to deliver
yeah,
flowers to knock to close the door.
yeah. Because she works late. They might have to go to her work. I don't know because um she leaves for work like 10 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes she's there till 8 o'clock at night. So she's always running here, there, and everywhere. So it's trying to get her in between. But I mean, the conversations are good. They usually last about 10 minutes, no longer than 10 minutes. But you know, her English is at least better than Irina. Like Irina, we couldn't have a conversation. It would be a few words, and then everything else was in text. So
Mhm,
at
mhm.
least there's a little bit more talking on the video.
Billy, I in general understand the situation. So Oksana is reserved by her
Yeah,
personality,
yeah, she's very.
and you will not understand her on distance until you really will meet with her. Just
Yeah,
first of all, accept this decision in your head. And I'm actually surprised that you didn't even check your options when and where you can meet with her, because it is just a must-have. And every month you spending, it's wasting of time, of your time, of your life.
yeah,
So you already in the middle of this journey. You already have certain experience and certain success and fails as well. But you will just waste your time for so you see the difference between it was before with scam agencies when women were just paid for dates, yeah, or for communication. It is different. Now you in the middle of the journey, but you need to conquer this woman with your actions. Our women will not accept men seriously just to have this communication, these calls or text back and forth on distance. Of course, it's a
yeah,
must to arrange a convenient time for her, because we have responsibilities as well with kids, with work, to dedicate better time with you for this meeting. So it should be convenient moment for ladies, should be convenient moment for you, but this is a
yeah,
must, which should be an action from your side.
yeah.
And you already had to talk to discuss this with Oksana.
Yeah. No, we'll talk. Like I said, I'll do the flower thing, and then I'll talk to her about seeing about how she feels.
About kids, that she has two kids with the age gap, yeah, and one man or two men, two different fathers. For now and before you didn't met, if you don't have that tight communication, it's not that important even to discuss this question right now. Is it important for you at least?
Well, the only thing that's important is she's got the 9-year-old daughter, and like she's leaving her daughter behind a lot, like in this other city. So like I'm trying to judge their relationship. Like, um, I'm trying to feel that out a little bit.
Does she have some adult person like babysitter who taking care of your daughter?
I don't know if she's just like maybe in a school there.
Mhm.
You know, and then she maybe stays with friends there. I don't. It's hard to read to judge the situation because
Mhm.
for me it's
What?
unusual. Like, you know, I've never seen like especially a mother just like let their 9-year-old go to another city and they're not in the city with them. So that was a little weird for me. I mean, I think she's doing it for work purposes. So I think she has more work where she's staying. But it's just for me, it was just kind of weird that a mother didn't want to be closer to her
I
child.
couldn't see that she is a bad mom during your Zoom introduction.
No, I don't
She's
think she's a
like
bad mom. It just was weird. Like it was an experience. So in my mind,
really,
then I'm playing it over.
it's not normal for our culture to leave our kids 9 years old alone. Of course, she has someone who can help, and only this way she can provide a good lifestyle for her daughter with her work, right?
Yeah,
And she mentioned that she goes to this Aikido, something, yeah, some classes.
yeah.
And you,
She does some kind of
yeah,
jiu-jitsu karate type thing.
they usually have some coaches there, and if they have some competitions, they can. It can be something like a camping, like a camp.
Yeah,
So definitely someone taking care of her, or she has some other, probably, this is just my guess, Ukrainian family with friends who can take care of her, of course. So nobody can leave 9 years old daughter for a while, yeah, for a few days to travel out of the country. So of course she can have her responsibilities, and it's normal question when you will ask um, where your daughter will stay while you live in. So
yeah,
it's a question of care from your side, like you do care about such things. You're thinking about this as well. So nothing wrong with this question. It's normal communication, but I can see that certain things, even normal, absolutely innocent things, you're just afraid to ask.
no, no, I did ask if her daughter was going with her to Ukraine, and she said no, the daughter was staying behind, and because she has her friends and the whatever karate, jiu-jitsu, whatever thing she's doing. It seems to be very important to the girl. So I was like, oh, okay. And just
Mhm.
because for me, I was like, wow, you're leaving your daughter behind. Suppose something happened and you're in Ukraine and you get stuck there and your daughter's stuck in
Mhm.
Georgia, you know, at 9 years old. That's I don't know.
Did you
But
figure out how many cats Oksana has?
she has one that I know of. It got lost and I was very happy. But then it came back because I I haven't talked about the cats anymore. I haven't even brought up the cats or anything like that because I'm very allergic to cats. I could probably get one I probably could handle. They're dander really. Dogs, I got a dog with long hair. It doesn't bother me at all. Cats for some reason, they just I don't know. And I dated a woman one time and I didn't know she had cats and we had went out on dates and everything and then it was nice when she came over here. I never went to her place. I went to her place. She had like 10 cats. Like I was mind blown and they would come through a door from her downstairs basement where I guess they went down to go to the bathroom. So they'd go down there, maybe eat. They got their litter box or whatever down there. They'd come back upstairs and then they would walk on her counters and her table. And I'm thinking to myself, weren't they just down in the bathroom? And I know cats like scratching their litter box, and she's got them walking on the counters where you're preparing your food. It was mind blowing. And so then, of course, we weren't together because I couldn't deal with that. I'd be like, that's so dirty. Like your cat just came from the litter box, walking in it, and now he's on your counters. I'm like, and she was okay with that. And I was like, no way. I was like, I
Mhm.
can't. I said, you're very nice, but what's funny is she ended up we weren't together. We weren't really boyfriend girlfriend per se. We were getting to that point, and she goes out and she met a guy named William, and they've been together ever since and got married. So there you go. I had another ex that we broke up. She's married to a guy named Billy. So I'm like, does everybody leave me? And we'll break up and they go and get somebody else. They get another Billy or a William. Oh, it was hilarious. I was like, wow, this is crazy.
He's
But
just coincidence.
coincidence, but it's just funny.
Nothing serious here. It's just funny. Yeah, it's nothing
Yeah, it's
about
just
the
I'm like, what?
relationship or experience.
But yeah,
Uh,
so the one cat got lost. I haven't seen the cat in any of the videos we've been doing. So I asked if it's still around. She said, yeah, she got it from off the street. So I don't know if she
okay. Cat point is, much further into relationships when you have to discuss those things before.
yeah,
Number one, of course, is to understand your compatibility, your excitement, your chemistry between one each other, and step by step. But you should have plan. Your plan must be discuss first meeting, make first meeting, understand things, then plan meeting number two, when it can happen, where it can happen, how you feeling together. And then after probably second meeting, you can discuss such things as how we actually can, what our next steps will be.
yeah,
When we move together, for example, where we're going to live, when it would be possible, what about daughter's education? It's still small child. Language, education system, it's more difficult and
yeah,
responsible questions than just a cat. And
yep,
if she will really feel good and happy with you, yes, it would be difficult to reject your beloved pet, but it is possible. In women's like side, we still living in a patriarchal system when a woman should follow after her man. So it's not a man comes to move to woman's home, to woman's country, to reject things. So of course there are some compromises, but can you imagine to choose between your happiness, personal happiness, to be loved, to have a full family for yourself, for your kids, and to reject a cat? Yes, it is difficult. I have a cat as well. I can't imagine, like, I don't want to think even about this just because I don't have this, choice in front of me.
yeah,
uh, of course, it would be difficult decision, but how we can, choose between a life adult person, your like future, your happiness,
yeah,
and pet. So if you, the best solution here is, of course, to understand that you can give this pet into lovely family, yeah, and take care in a good way to find the best solution in this situation. But I can't imagine that woman will prefer a cat.
well, we'll find out. Like I said, I'm gonna work on the
Much
flowers.
later, much
Yeah,
later.
yeah, I'll do the flowers and I'll try to figure out the thing, and then I'll ask her. I'll tell her, when are we? I'm what's more convenient. I'll look into Georgia too while she's away. I guess I can see. I don't know. I never even thought about that country before. I don't know.
Just think about this. You already in your mind you blocking probable scenarios.
Yeah, too many
So
scenarios.
open your mind and just check your options. And you are men. You guys, you are so rational. Your mind works just excellent, much better than women. We are horrible. We always have hesitations about and fears about everything. It's difficult, to do simple things sometimes because we afraid of everything, of any,
Yeah,
decision sometimes. You men so rational, and you can just nobody force you to do any actions right now, right? For
yeah,
you can take a sheet of paper and just to sign, just to write down your options for yourself first, and what you feel can be attractive to you. Just discuss this with Oksana.
yep. All right. Well, thank you for your help and advice today, and we will
Okay.
see how it goes.
As I can see, it's not that bad, everything in your
No, it's not
situation.
horrible. It's just I gotta just do some decisions for myself.
True, true, Billy.
But it was great seeing you, and I'm sure we'll probably talk again sometime in the future.
Sure, Billy, always welcome. Okay,
All
the
right.
best of luck. Keep us in touch.
All right, take care.
Today, it's completely free for you to have a video date face-to-face with beautiful Eastern European women of all ages and walks of life.
Oh my god. That's it. I'm all yours.
So I brought flowers.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
With makeup or no makeup, hair up, hair down, you always look great.
Thank you.
You get to ask all your deepest burning questions. Okay, so we will see you live over at ukrainedating.tv.
My first message is to Mr. Steve Johnson, just because, Steve, you were so active, aggressively active in comments. So I just want to address you first. I swear, you know, Steve, ukrainedating.tv, it is your lifeline to your success, or you will not be successful. And I won't say I'll pay for your wedding, though. Who is that? Yeah, Top G Coach. That was well. We're going to hold you to it, Top G Coach. And we know who you are. But seriously, guys, ukrainedating.tv. Thank God the channel is still coming back December 1st, because you guys need it so badly. Well, 35% of you do. 33% of you said, no, it's too risky to go to Europe to meet Oksana. So then the other 67% of you basically said, yes, you agree. Billy should go to Europe ASAP and meet Oksana. You, 67%, would be absolutely right. Unequivocally, 100%. Well, 100%. Yeah, I mean, 100%. Yeah, I stand by 100%. And you guys, 33% that said, no, it's too risky. Guys, you are absolutely wrong. And how do I know that? Well, I love what Warren Buffett's quote. It's one of my favorite quotes of his, saying, you know, Subway is the only place on earth people ride in on to go to Wall Street, right? To get advice from those that come in on their Rolls Royce. Be careful who you take advice from, right? 50 first dates in Ukraine, 7 relationships, and 1 ecstatically happy marriage. I think I know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? So whether you guys want to listen or not, it's completely up to you. Billy may or may not join us. The fact that he's not here already, I'm taking that not as a good sign. Some of you were a little bit harsh on him in here, and he was probably watching the stream before, I'm guessing. I don't know. But he is at work, in his own defense. So I just kind of want to hit you guys up with that first. And okay, you're in comments going crazy, and that's cool. I have a list of 4 things to address based on Jana's advice. First of all, I absolutely agree with everything Jana said, right? Absolutely. Star coach, great advice. If you guys don't think so, well, that's absolutely your prerogative. But look in the mirror. Are you successfully married to a Ukrainian woman? If you're not, maybe you should not be a wise ass and a know-it-all, and maybe you should listen to people and know what the fuck they're talking about. So one thing Billy said, you know, like his Oksana disappeared for 2 days. So the fact that Billy reacts so negatively to that, so needy to that, it's you know, I just want Billy, I want you to understand that's neediness. And of course you're coming from a place of fear, of doubt because of what happened with Irina. We get that, and that's natural. But you got to just reach into your manhood, suck that up, and shut the fuck up, right? Don't, because he messaged her after that, like, how do really? So, you know, you went dark on me for 2 days, you know, and I'm not sure exactly what his text messages were to her, but I can imagine, right, that they were coming across as beta or needy. So, Billy, you got to suck that up and get a hold of that, right? Because that's completely within a person's rights, is to go dark for a couple of days. You have a couple of bad days, you know, that she doesn't have to communicate with you every single day. So that's the first thing. You know, like Billy, remember the advice I gave you, right? Return a text, get a text, return a text, get a text, return a text. Don't do 2 for 1, never 2 for 1. And then you won't express that neediness. Get on the video calls as often as possible, which I know you do, all right? And that's good. For those of you guys like John Francis right here, just saying, Joe, Oksana is clearly not into him. Jean Francis, she's clearly into him. And we know that all too well. We have team meetings about clients, right? We've talked to her. I mean, Olga and Tatiana in the office have talked to her just to clarify. Because when this relationship got started, she was really cold. And Billy was not feeling the love then, right? And then after she started communicating with him, Billy started feeling the love. You know, so you see the direct correlation between Billy's feeling the, you know, he said, like, I'm trying to feel for her. The reason he's not feeling for her, it's quite evident because he's not sure if it's reciprocal. But when it's reciprocal, when a woman's into us, we're generally into her if she's attractive, right? And Oksana is very attractive. You know, he's a good catch. She's a good catch for Billy. So that's my comments there. So Jana kind of mentioned and alluded to our clients' biggest mistakes leading to their failure. Now, in this last couple of years, okay, since the war in Ukraine began, it's absolutely number one mistake leading to our clients' failures is he's not expressing his intent to go meet with her, or he does, like soon enough, you know what I'm saying? Or he does, but then he doesn't follow through. It's an empty promise. And that's even worse because then you're not a man of your word, right? And that is what's causing our clients that are not following through with a relationship and getting married, right? That is the number one cause of guys, basically failing right now. Flowers. Let's talk about flowers. You guys commenting in there, don't buy flowers. Guys, you need to understand something. You guys that comment on that, just tell me absolutely how you absolutely don't know Slavic women. You see, flowers is simply like a handshake in the West or a hug, right? You meet somebody new on a date, you give them a handshake, you give them a hug, something like that, or say hi. You could even say it's like saying hi, but hi with a romantic intent. With no flowers, Billy has failed a month and a half plus into this relationship. He has failed to send her flowers. That is a huge fucking mistake. That's the recipe for friend zoning. Now, I understand Billy's why, right? He's nervous as shit. He's having a hard time getting over Irina. That's evident, right? So he's fighting with that, comparing the two, and then just feeling unsure if Oksana is really into him, and can I justify the expense to go all the way over there just to get rejected? You know, I understand, of course, I understand where he's coming from, but it's a matter of what actions does he need to take to be successful. Flowers shows your romantic intent with the girl, right? Otherwise, he's just a friend. Billy is just a friend. There was somebody in comments talking about the importance to be able to flirt, to be able to express your romantic intent without getting sexual, of course. And he's absolutely right. That comment was bang on. That is a skill that every man should learn, right? Not sure that I've seen that ability in Billy. I haven't been watching over his dating, you know, all the time, but I think that's a comment that's should be listened to by Billy. He should work on that, right? But you guys need to know flowers are it's like saying a hi. That's all. So if you guys can't afford $100 to say hi to a Slavic woman, go to another country. That's all. Go to another country. That's all. Okay. English lessons. You guys, a lot of you guys are like, no, what are you talking about? Don't spend money on her. Listen, you can or you cannot spring for the English lessons. It's not a deal breaker for her, but it does show an intent to take care. That's how she perceives it. And guys, you know, perception is reality. Ukrainian woman perceives when you step up to take care of her in whatever way, you know, like just a little gesture. That's just like probably $50 to $100 a month for English lessons, something like that. So no big deal for Billy, right? But it shows her, okay, this guy is, you know, he's going to take care of me. She reads into that. You guys need to know, Ukrainian women really read in to all of your actions, including, yeah, stepping up financially. So it's a good thing. I support this decision of Billy if he's interested in it. Only he knows if he's really interested in her. But I think it's fairly obvious the fact that he's pursuing her. He's not pulling the plug, right? He's continuing the relationship. It's just that he's nervous that, like I said, it's not reciprocal. So Billy, you're welcome to come in anytime, and then I can talk to you directly. So that is, yeah, that is that about the English lesson. So let me jump into comments. And I think I'm going to work, should I work backwards like I normally do, or take the time to find out where I was last. A lot of comments here. Yeah, okay. Okay, and I'm gonna burn really fast through these, right? Again, I would personally only take advice from people that are successful at whatever it is I'm wanting to do, right? That's my marker, you know, right? I think it's common sense, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to just burn through these comments. You guys can read them post here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've talked about this before. And of course, masculinity is what Ukrainian women are attracted to, because that's Ukrainian men. They're extremely alpha masculine. Believe me, living there for 7 years, they are like over the top. OTT alpha masculine. So in this way, yeah, a guy that's masculine has a much better chance, right? And if you don't have it, well, let's face it, it's a long journey to course correct, converting feminine, you know, like feminine qualities to masculine qualities. It's possible, but it's a we saw you, honey. She tried to throw. Okay. Oh, okay, Steve. All right, he's got to come back. Yeah, we clock in well over 700 marriages, Steve. I don't think you've been around before, but we clock in at well over 700 marriages. And my partner is on a court-approved lie detector answering that question. And that video is on our website, and it's in this channel, so it cannot be questioned. Okay. Yeah, so let's go into this topic here. You've got to have the means, and this is spot on. This is spot on. That seriously, guys, if you can't afford our fee, right? Because we got some crazy ass deals, right? Like no wife, no pay. Seriously, who in the industry does that? Nobody. Right. And I get it's a marketing exchange, right? Because you guys get to see a real client's actual journey, full transparency, nothing under the rug. I don't sweep any carpets under the rug, nothing, right? You see it and you get it live. In exchange for, Billy gets a cheap pass, like a hall pass, kind of another kind of sorts, right? But here's the thing about that. If a guy doesn't pay our normal fee, and he comes in on the cheap, we already know the chances are he can't afford a Ukrainian wife. As this comment says, you know, you've got to have the pocketbook for it. You've got to have the resources. You've got to fly there. You can't be waiting too long. You can't be, you know, so nervous about, oh, if I fly there, I'm going to waste all this capital, because you're so tight financially. You know, like if you're barely getting by, chances of your success are very small. Okay, so I hope that's not the case with Billy, right? But I don't know his bank account, right? Only he knows. But you know, I can just say I've seen it before. I see it with clients when they're so cheap. They're like talking, they're not committing when they're going to, the intent when they're going to go see her. Then they don't go and see her for 2 months, 3 months. After that, this is wartime, guys. She's a refugee. She's looking for a guy that takes action, massive action. The quicker the action, the more the action follows the words, the more she's impressed with the guy, and the more she feels safe, protected, and that he's a man of his word. If he says something, he'll do it, right? You have to show this to Ukrainian women. They look for your actions, right? So on this point, let's stop for a second and let's look at the survey. Oh, it's still so 33% of you guys are still saying no. It's just too risky for Billy to fly to Europe to meet with Oksana. And the 67% of balance, you say yes, with different stipulations. Yes, it's obvious. Yes, I agree, although I have my doubts, right? And the third yes is, but only with a backup plan. Just so you guys know, okay, we do suggest a backup plan because you're flying all the way there. And I mean, we suggest a backup plan if you want one, right? But the initiative has to come from you, the client, right? But if you're not sure about the relationship and you want a backup plan, you understand a backup plan can also be one foot in your own coffin, because these women are like hound dogs for men chasing tail. Oh, they can smell it a mile away, half a way around the world. They can smell it. I'm telling you, been there, done that. So yeah, have a backup plan with caution. And I'm saying, I warn you, right? So if you feel you need it, and that's it. You know, if the relationship is like, okay, Billy flies there, it's not working with Oksana, it's day 2, 3, 4, or maybe he stays for the whole week, spends it with her, and he's like, nah, listen, you're in Europe. You can fly for $100 return anywhere around Europe. If she's in London, if she's in Spain, wherever she is, you know, you can get to another lady and have a date in person and court her for a few days, week, however long. Longer the better, of course, right? But yes, backup plans are not a bad idea. I was saying to my wife this morning, because I was just saying a little bit about this, and I said, personally, I'm a backup plan guy. I'm a pray for the best, plan for the worst. That's just the way I roll. But I'm telling you honestly, it has not always served me. In fact, I have caved not one relationship because of a backup plan. I'm just telling you guys straight, right? I want you guys to learn from my mistakes, right? So I wanted to cover off on that. Let's move ahead now. Well, thanks, Stop G. Thank you for that. Steve's in Poland. Being into lower standards. No, listen. No, John Francis. No. You're not getting away with that, my friend. I have told you, I have told every client not to settle. Not to settle. You know that. In the West, we're forced pretty much to settle because our women are just not what we're looking for anymore. They're not feminine. They're not sexy. They're not slim. They're, BBWs. Sorry, man, just calling a spade a spade. We've been, in essence, forced to settle. No fucking way. No settling. I don't believe the man should settle. I don't believe the woman should settle either. Okay. Keep looking until you find the one. Now, in your case, buddy, you're our most dated client in history. Just saying, got to look in the mirror and ask why, right? You know, I've had to look in the mirror and ask why on my shit. I have and I have had to admit shit and change and grow and move forward. I believe that's what a developed human being needs to do. So I'm just saying, I do not agree with settling. So you know that too. That's why, that's why I'm unlimited. Our packages are all unlimited. Well, almost all. We try to be, try to give, deliver packages for all pocketbooks. But until like a year ago, all of our packages were unlimited because I don't believe in limited. I don't believe you should be only able to date 5 ladies, for example, for whatever sum of money, because that forces men to pigeonhole themselves. They kind of feel like, oh, I better choose from the 5, even though none of them really measure up. I better choose. No, that's why I don't believe in that. So just to finish up on that. Yeah, he's clearly struggling with the past with Irina, trying to come out of that, but he's being triggered because he's afraid of, broken heart again, and that's understandable. It's understandable, but just because it's understandable doesn't mean it's helping him, right? Yeah, I understand your story. You and I have spent, I don't know, countless hours talking, right, buddy? I'm just saying. I will say this. I in the last couple of weeks, I've had 2 guys tell me, 2 guys that are in their like 50s. I can only find one woman in your 1,200 or 1,150 women database that I'm interested in. You know what my reply is? Sorry, mate, we can't help you. I do not accept those men as a client because I know they're going to be, they're going to fail, right? Even though I have a VIP database that is huge, the number of ladies in this database, and we do it by reverse matchmaking. I don't even offer that because if you can only find one lady in 1,150, now I know there's age constraints and all of that, but that just tells me he's blue pill. He's blue pill, and he's not helpable. So I'm just saying, guys. Yeah, here's a man that knows what he's talking about. Yeah, thanks, Stephen Thomas. Thank you. No, not right, John. And again, why do you pretend to be an expert when you've only failed? Like, why? That's not correct. Absolutely. I have friends that are 35 years old and they're dating ladies that are 21. And guess what? When they don't bring flowers, she's hurt. It's like a slap in the face. I don't know why. Why guys pretend to. Yeah, no, I'm not. Listen, and I'm not pushing Billy to. I'm pushing him to shit or get off the pot. Okay, like if she's not the one, right? Then collapse it, finish it, right? That's all I'm saying. Shit or get off the pot. Do something. Do something. Don't continue in a relationship that you think is dead-ended and has no chance or extremely little chance, right? But I don't feel that's the case. But ultimately, Billy's the man. Only he knows, right? He hears our coaching and then he decides for himself. But I would never like pressure a guy, hey, go to Europe and meet her. It's like go to Europe and meet her or go to Europe and meet another. But you got to go meet her. You understand what I'm saying? Every woman's the same. If you don't express the intent to go meet her soon and follow it up within a couple of months, you're done. You're doomed. During the war here, everything's on a fast timeline. The timeline is 10x from what it was because these women are refugees. They have no fucking life, right? Imagine your house is gone, your job is gone, you know, right? You're renting now, whereas you owned outright. Everybody in Ukraine owns cash, no mortgage. Mortgages are 18%. Nobody does it. Nobody. So she owned her own flat, you know. She had a job. She has family. She has friends. She has a life. She has everything. From that to nothing, right? You'd be pretty motivated to find a new life too, right? Start your family. So that's all they got to cling on to. So that's why it's 10x. The timeline is 10x what it used to be. I think it's pretty common sense, right? Why the motivation is there. Hey guys. Yep. Yeah, exactly. You can't tell chemistry online. She can't tell if she has chemistry to Billy. You know, she's giving him time. They are communicating like daily. They're communicating every day, multiple times a day, right? I'm still waiting for Billy to come on, but it doesn't look like it. Gotta go meet her to know if there's chemistry, right? She knows it. He knows it. Yeah, they help. They do help. You know, I've experienced chemistry on video. It's my very first lady when I went to Ukraine. I won't say anymore. It was kind of similar to Billy's Irina. It's kind of ironic. Okay, shut. Talk too fucking much. Okay. Top G flirting coach. Great. I take all of your comments down. Now, how can I? I can't take your comments down. They're now hardwired into the post-production video. It's impossible to take them down. No, I don't sweep anything under the carpet, guys. Remember, I'm the guy that published a video. It's on my channel called I Fucked Up. Because guess what? I did fuck up. It was my biggest fuck up in Match Guaranty history. And I came clean with it, right? And I did part 1, and I fucked up part 2. So does that sound like a guy that sweeps shit under the carpet? Okay, I love it. It's possible that maybe you can... I mean, Carlos, I mean, anything's possible, right? It was possible Ukrainian women are not for me, right? Because I have qualities, a number of qualities that are similar or the same to Billy, right? But I kept at it. 50 dates later, I found my unicorn, right? My Anna is not typical to Slavic Ukrainian women at all. At all. I always tell her, you're more Canadian, I think, than Slavic almost, right? But Billy doesn't give up. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah. So my answer to that would be really, no, it's not really. I mean, anything's possible, but he will be successful if he just doesn't give up, right? Right. And that's the beauty about unlimited. And for those clients that have a lifetime guarantee, the only reason you're going to lose is if you give up on yourself, right? Great advice by John Francis to pay closer attention to her love language. That was great advice, because at the end of the day, yeah, if we don't feel cared for, loved, right, then yeah, we're not motivated for anything, right? I mean, to continue or anything. English, no English, that's a long discussion. I always say this about the statistics. The fact is, it's easier to have a relationship, a good relationship, with somebody that you don't speak the language with at all, okay? As long as you have the same primary or secondary love language. than it is to have a relationship with somebody that speaks the same language as you, native, but your first two love languages are off the charts for them. They're low. They don't have it. For example, me, touch love language. It was a huge personal lesson for me because I was with a woman that said she absolutely loved me, adored me. We were together for a year and 2 months. We were engaged, everything, but with no touch love language. Walking on the beach in Odessa, doesn't want to hold hands. What is that? It's just because that's not love to her, right? Love language, communication. Well, that wasn't the only thing. That's the thing, but and her daughter was the same freaking way. It was just, it was brutal to deal with that. So I learned from personal experience this. So that's what I tell guys about language, about their English level. You know, everybody's concerned about their English level. You should be concerned if you and them have the same primary or secondary love language. You should be concerned about that a lot more than their level of English. So. Maybe. No, I wouldn't pay rent. I personally wouldn't pay for anything other than English lessons because it's a small amount every month. And until I meet her, I wouldn't. I mean, again, I've confessed to you guys the mistakes. I almost lost my Anna because of money issue, right? And you guys think Anna's a gold digger or what? Yeah, it's all about it's about how your support is tied into their feeling of love and acceptance, like safety, security, you know, and it's tied into your behaviors as it pertains to money, right? How much do you help? And when you're living half the way around the world away from each other, you know, how can you show your help other than money? Buying this or that, the other thing. So it's the number 2 reason why our clients fail. It's because of misunderstandings about money and not understanding what they need to do to be the man. So. Yeah, but I'm not the best masculine coach, right? And yeah, it's a life journey to become more masculine. It's not easy, right? You have to be really committed to it. You have to do a lot of things, right? There's a lot of things you need to do to be successful, right? Masculine is one of them. Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. Cool. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, congrats. Okay. Powering through all the comments. Thanks for all the feedback, guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. It's a constant commitment, you know, to learn Slavic culture and just learn what they like, what they want, how to behave. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Of course, couple needs to be compatible. Yeah, the risk is rejection or non-compatibility, not even the rejection. Like it can be rejection on either side or both, right? Yeah, around Europe, it's cheap like borscht, $50. You can go here and there, $50. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd love to ride my Harley through Europe. That'd be amazing. Mm-hmm. Well, I 100% agree with N on this one. You and I disagree a lot, and we agree a lot, N. But yeah, I don't believe in backup plans. And like I said, I've done them before, shot myself not in 1 foot, but 2 foot in the head and killed it. Yeah. Because of my backup plan. So Do you still have the feeling of the ladies still in UA? Do you still have the feeling of the lady? That's not written very well, Antoon. And how they feel this time in the war. How do they feel? You went out for safety. I mean, of course they're terrified. There's fucking bombs, missiles, and landmines everywhere, and people dying daily, right? Fuck, how would you feel? They're scared shitless. And if they're out of Ukraine, they're scared shitless for their family, right? Their parents are mostly there. Or if they have a brother, maybe he's at war. It's horrific. How do they feel? They now, more than anything, really crave safety and security, right? That's why if you don't have the budget for this journey, stay at home. Don't even go there, guys, really. I mean, there's an awesome silver lining right now, right? It's called, United for Ukraine. She can come to you super easy peasy, right? Cheap, almost free. And she can come to you and she can live in the States and you have no pressure to get married. When the K1, you have to get married to her in 90 days or she has to go back to Ukraine. That's the way it's going to be again after the war. But right now it's a massive silver lining if it's the right journey for you, right? Thank you. Yeah, we have, I mean, just search the database. We have women of all ages. Yeah, we have 18 to 25, but this is the most dangerous, the most dangerous category, right? Monkey branching, hypergamy in full swing. Yeah, you better not be an old dude going after that or you'll get your ass handed to you from anybody's database. It just is what it is, right? Anyway, I mean, 18 to 25 in America, also same thing. It's just more traditional. 18 to 25 Ukraine, more traditional. Still interested in family, interested in family, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah. We scrutinized this 18 to 25 very, very. Hey, Jana. Hello, Jana, dear. She's with us. We scrutinize the 18 to 25. The youngins, we scrutinize them before onboarding them very heavily, very, very heavily before we let them in. We need to know what they're made of, what their true intentions are. And we have ways of getting to it. After, 27 years of doing this, that's how long Tatiana has been onboarding ladies. Yeah, she's very good at it. I don't feel Billy turn on into energy that was here. Yeah, and I agree with that. I mean, it's hard to take for Billy, right? I mean, he doesn't need to hear your negative criticism unless it's constructive. I believe in constructive criticism, but not negative, toxic criticism, right? No point, no benefit to that. Right? Other than the person who's putting down, you need to understand it's caused by a lack of self-esteem. You need to put other people down to lift you up. That's where toxic criticism comes from. So, I mean, when you know that, when you understand that, when somebody's toxic at you, you just understand that. And it's like water off a duck's back. Just saying. Okay. Just going through all the comments here quickly. Mindset is huge, absolutely huge. Edward, hello, Edward. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, brother Edward. You have no idea how this hits home for me, especially with our nominal fee test drive. We still are running the test drive. Choose 10 ladies from our website, right? You send your photos, your introductory letter to them. You find out from the 10, let's say 5 are interested in you back, right? Then you can have a Zoom first date with one lady. If you don't really connect with her, We'll give you another one for free, a second lady. And you know what happened twice this last week? Guys took the test drive, right? Had a great connection with the lady. Then they fucking are not reachable. Hank Snow, man. What the fuck is that? These are refugees you building up. Did ladies calling our office, hey, what happened to Tom? You know, he hasn't contacted me yet. You know, what are we supposed to tell her? Oh, he hasn't become a client yet. Oh, we just tell her, be patient. You know, she's hopeful. She had a good connection with Tom. And now Tom decided, what? It's too much money? What? Maybe you should go get scammed. I also talked last week to a guy that's been scammed 50,000, another 25, and another 15 in 1 week. Maybe you should go take the road of those guys, and then you would appreciate what you have. This, Edward, gets my fucking blood boiling. How guys use our ladies. And, you know, I do this nominal fee test drive. It's $500 test drive right now, which is nothing for this journey, $500 to actually experience our coaches, our process, and talk on Zoom for an hour with a translator, you know, to experience that. And 50% of our guys on the test drive have a connection and want to continue dating their Zoom first date lady. 50%. So you get that, and then you pull a Hank Snow and you disappear. Very disrespectful, very cruel to our refugee ladies, brides, right? So, but the reason I do that is because 80% of my clients, of you guys, have been scammed in the past. And you see how scared you are, right? You see, 33% on this stream, on this poll, 33% of you, now down to 31%, say, it's too risky, Billy, don't fly to Europe. Guess what? That's because you've been scammed before. I guarantee it, right? So because you've been scammed, because you're so nervous, I do complete, almost, risk reversal. What's no wife, no pay? Complete risk reversal. It's $5K to get started. Why? Because that's our cost. That is our cost base per client. Vis-a-vis, add up our total annual cost for the year divided by number of clients. It's almost spot on $5,000. So we need to cover our costs. We're not in this for a charity, Match Guarantee, right? So cover our costs, and then we get paid our profit when, like Billy, when he's successful, engaged and married. That's no wife, no pay. By the way, the link was there. It's matchguarantee.com/no wife, no pay. With dashes or without dashes, it will take you to the application fee, and we're extremely selective with who we do this deal with. But you can have another Billy deal, and the risk is on us. I mean, the onus is on us to show you what we're made of. You can meet our ladies, right? And we take the risk. Nobody else in this industry does that. Are you kidding me? But this is what irks me. Our ladies are now increasingly paying the price for my, I don't know, creative marketing, for my risk reversal. You know, everybody else in the industry, you pay, then you date, right? Dioli, 10 grand, five meetings, right? And you don't meet, you don't do nothing, right? You might have a coaching call maybe for free. I'm not sure. But nothing's for free, right? But I do this because I empathize with you guys being scammed. Because I wasn't scammed bad, but, you know, I met with women that were married. Let's say that's a scam, right? I mean, what the fuck, right? So I get where you at. I'm on this side of it. I hear all the scam stories all the time. I do crazy shit like help organize $100 million class action lawsuit against the #2 scamming company in this industry. I have cease and desist orders. I have a letter that says they're going to sue me for $5 million right now. What the fuck? Why do I do that? For you guys. And then you rag on me. Like, give me a fucking joke. Anyway, that's where I'm drawing the line now, is that when our ladies are now heartbroken because they had a connection with Tom, with you Toms out there that are so cheap. And why are you starting this process? You know our price. It's matchguarantee.com/prices. You can see all our package prices. If you're cheap, you can come in at $5,000, or you can go for no wife, no pay. But I warn you, cheap guys, you guys that are cheap and don't have the money to pull this off, you're going to fail anyway. So don't fucking start, right? And I'm being hard on you because I believe that's, I believe in honesty, blunt honesty. I don't believe that blowing smoke up anyone's ass serves you, right? $500 is the test drive. Choose 10 ladies from the website. We find out which ones are interested in you mutually. Then you have a 1-hour Zoom first date with one or two of them with a translator on for $500. Does not include her contact information. That's a test drive to give you a warm and fuzzy that this is your path, right? And I always say, guys, if you don't have a warm and fuzzy, please don't. You'll make your life and our life hell. We don't want to work with those guys that don't have. We want to work with you guys that check us out, do the test drive, and understand we're the real deal. And you're up for this journey. Those are the guys that we want to work with. And we don't want to work with, we don't accept as client anyone that we don't see that we, like if we see that we're doubtful as to whether you can be successful with us, we don't accept you as a client, right? Why would we? We don't like torture either. Hey, Steve, you truly are a newbie, eh? Yeah, no doubt. Freaking amazing. It is freaking amazing. Thank you for that. Okay. The comments. Exactly. Well, you guys, if you want to see the top 99 scam sites as voted by you guys, we've received 15,000 over 7 years. 15,000 guys have registered with us. That's at matchguaranty.com/register, or at the top of the top right of the homepage, matchguarantywithAY.com. Sign up. 15,000 of you guys have done that over 7 years. And on that onboarding, I asked these questions. Do you believe you were scammed? If so, how much? Over what period of time? And yeah, how much? What period of time? And then I just compiled that information. And from that information, I compiled the top 99 scam sites. And it's on my blog, ukrainedating.ca.Charlie Alpha. And you can see, you can go and see who are the top 99 scam sites. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, I hear that one a lot. Can't consider fertility range. I heard that story from a guy. It was a week or two. He was 68, and then there was another guy again, 66, 67, 68, and I heard that argument right there. So Jean-Marie, I don't know how old you are, but this excuse might work for you, but it doesn't work for her. I mean, you guys don't seem to get that. I don't know, man. If you're in your 50s, it's possible. I was 50 when I went to Ukraine, and that was absolutely my reasoning. I wanted a woman within, it's still in her fertility cycle, right? Anna and I are still trying. Just so you guys know, we're still trying. Apparently, I haven't got it right yet. But when a woman loves you, really loves you, she wants to have your child. I mean, of course, she thinks, okay, like I'm 58. When the kid's 10, I'll be 69. Takes a year to have one, right? You think she's concerned? Of course, every woman's concerned with that. So who's going to bring home the bacon? Well, I've given Anna, for example, the goose that laid the golden egg. She owns Match Guarantee. That's her provider when I'm gone, right? And you know, so you need to be thinking about that, right? You either have to have a nest egg or have a golden goose, right? Some way to take care of her. You know. Okay, we're nearing the end here. We are nearing the end. Thank you, Edward, by the way. Thank you for that. No, Match Guarantee will never disappear, but simply it's our passion. It's absolutely my passion to start it. And I pass the baton to Anna because honestly, I feel a little worn down over the years, to be very honest. Match Guarantee, it's a labor of love. And you do take a lot of shit. You do take a lot of flack sitting in this chair. But Anna, she comes from just an amazing angelic place. She does. I swear to God, I'm such a lucky man. And she will continue. The Match Guarantee will never be shut down. I know there was a scare when I said email shutting down, and that was the UkraineDating.tv channel. But some of you guys thought Match Guarantee and clients, so we got a big panic button press there, and I apologize for the misunderstanding there. Maybe I was a little reckless sending that email without saying Ukraine Dating in the subject line. Jean is still on with us. Hello, Jean dear. Yeah. 12, just somebody commented 12. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like Jean is saying there, Ukrainian women, like, yeah, 3 or 4 kids is a lot of children. Like my brother had 5 kids. And now my brother's son, my nephew, has had 6 kids. So in Canada, you know, I mean, but this is really unusual for Ukraine. Most Ukrainians have 1 or at the most 2 children. But this is the major point. Ukrainian woman really needs to feel safe and secure with you and know that you have the financial means to support more children, right? Before she's even going to consider having children. And this is a very serious point. In the West, we'll just have a kid because, I don't know, we can live on social services. I mean, you know how many social services moms there are, you know, professional moms, they pop out the kids and with each kid, they get more money, right? Well, that's not in Ukraine. So that mentality is just not there, right? Practice, yeah, that's exactly it. Fun trying. Fun trying. Absolutely. Okay. So listen, guys, again, I am so happy about this news. We are back on December 1st, so stay tuned.
Today, it's completely free for you to have a video date face-to-face with beautiful Eastern European women of all ages and walks of life.
Oh my God. That's it. I'm all yours.
So I brought flowers.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
With makeup or no makeup, hair up, hair down, you always look great.
Thank you.
You get to ask all your deepest burning questions. Okay, so we will see you live over at UkraineDating.tv.
Hey, just calling Billy to give him one last chance to come on and join us live, but he's not picking up. So, I'd much rather be live with him here. But okay. Ukraine Dating TV. Things have changed over there a little bit, but we're focusing more on dating. So, guys, we have 2 new Match Guarantee streamers. They're Match Guarantee brides. I'm going to be streaming on the channel. And again, you can date them. You can video cam share, just like you saw in that promo there. You can dial in with the link and not dial in. You can join them live on video with the link. It's super easy peasy. Really, it's not YouTube. It's a free, that's why I call it a free dating platform. Okay. It's free for the first 30 days now for newbies. If you've never video dated before, it's free for 30 days for you. All you got to do is go register, and the link to register is on the description below. The link to donate to keep the channel alive is in the description below this video, because we are at your mercy for your support, right? We're a charity. We're a nonprofit. We have streaming refugees, right? Ukrainian lady refugees. Some in Ukraine, like Zhana's in Ukraine, Luba's in Ukraine. Other of our ladies are in Ukraine, and then some are out of Ukraine, right? But either way, they're still a refugee, right? Almost all of them are single Match Guaranty ladies. If you like them, you can put your best foot forward, try to be charismatic, charming, practice your flirtation, right? Tastefully, and then send them flowers for $200. You can include your contact information. And if you've made an impression, you're age appropriate, if she likes you, she can contact you back. You might start a relationship with a Match Guaranty lady for $200. Guys, our clients have paid our lifetime fee to get married to the first girl. 3 of them. Last year, 3 got married to the first girl. And do you think they're upset that they paid our lifetime fee and got married to the first girl only one day? Do you think they're upset about that? The goal to get married, right? If it happens sooner than later, it's a plus, right? So they're ecstatically happy. And you guys might be able to do it for $200 over at ukrainedating.tv. So I see the comments are pouring in. So let me just go clean up on some comments here. I'm going to go backwards here. Maybe I shouldn't go backwards, but it's my habit. Okay. Okay, where were we here? Okay, I guess here, basically. Big topics. Okay. Okay, so Jana comes in and you guys start playing around as usual. Okay. Okay, we're still talking about 12 children, which is obviously not serious. All right. Hey, babe, don't run away. Okay, well, I think that's it for now, guys. Please support Ukraine Dating channel. I'll tell you now a couple of extra perks. When you buy a Top G membership, you get not 1, but 2 group coaching sessions with Jana per month now. Jana doesn't even know about it yet. So now she'll find out. So 2, so I know you guys really value your one-on-one, or not one-on-one, but your semi-private time with Jana. So I've added an extra one in there. I've added a few other bells and whistles in the Top G membership. Okay. So go check it out at buymeacoffee.com/Ukraine dating. Check it out. There's huge value for $90 a month, like massive value. And if you ever become a Match Guaranty client, you will save $7,500 off of our lifetime membership, right? So again, let's cap out the poll results, because so we're at 29% of you guys saying no now. Billy shouldn't go to Europe to take out Oksana, meet her face to face. And that would mean 71% of you are saying yes. So that's great. 71% of you guys are spot on. You need to go there. You need to go there to meet with her. You know, as long as she's putting in the effort and you see she's interested in you, right? Of course, you have to have that desire, right? Only you know if you have that desire. I was joking. There's a short on the channel. This is so funny because we were live, right? Anna and I said, listen, if men got to be really honest with women, I just don't think they can handle it. I don't think they can handle real masculine honesty. And that is, when we look at a woman for the first time, we know within 10 fucking seconds. If we want to bang her, if we're visualizing ourselves with them, you know, we're interested to get to know them. If that doesn't happen, next. It's just, we're not there. She looked at me. You see that short on our channel. She looked at me like, wow, really? Yeah. Ladies, can you handle the truth? You know, can you handle the truth? So you've got to have that manly male attraction, right? Now, I will say that on occasion, when I was, say, having a video date with somebody or I hadn't met them in person, on occasion, there was a false negative. So I'm not really feeling the attraction on video, but I met them and, oh, yeah, it's there. Full on attraction there. False negative, right? But when you meet in person, slam dunk, like it's right there, right? We know, whatever it is. I was saying to Anna, I had a date with this Natalie in Kiev. It was on my first trip, 2016. And she was like, she worked out 5 times a week. She was like rock hard, super sporty. We went mountain biking in the woods. And I was trying my best to keep up to her. She's super athletic, right? And just very hot, like, I don't know, a 9, right? But I don't know, her BO was so like this pungent smell, even when we weren't working out, like just a dinner date after a shower. Like I couldn't handle her pheromones, I guess it was, in the sweat, the BO anyway. So if it's not there, like, you will know when you meet. But the point is, guys, don't give a lot of credence to the video dating. If she's showing the intent, with Oksana clearly is, plus we've talked to her, our matchmakers, our trusted matchmakers have talked to her. She's told them straight out, yes, I like Billy, I'm interested in him. But she was shy. She was shy to go on video. She was shy about her English, etc., which is very normal. So you guys that are saying, oh, clearly she's not into Billy, you're dead wrong. And this is why you need to work with somebody that you can trust, because you can't rely. I hope this video shows you cannot rely on yourself to come up with the correct assumptions, i.e. vis-a-vis, she's not into Billy. You're wrong, dead wrong. We know that. If we suspected that and if we confirmed that, we would tell Billy, right? So that's why you need to work with matchmakers that have serious, very well vetted women that you can trust, that have great coaches that know their shit, and women coaches and Western men coaches. But you see, Jean and I are on the same track. Our advice is the same, exactly the same. I might be a bit more aggressive in my delivery, but Jana, she was pretty forceful. I was impressed the way she was able to say, Billy, hey, look, you know, you're not going to know until you go there. I was very proud of her to hear that, because, you know, Ukrainian women have a hard time, generally speaking, to be assertive. Okay. So it's not easy for Jana to do something like that, right? Not easy for my Anna to do something like that. No problem for me, right? So, yeah. So, okay, confirm the percentage probably. I call total BS. What's this? The fact is, a man, it's your responsibility to know how to vet red flags, how to communicate with women. It's Billy's responsibility to communicate with women. Yeah, absolutely. And of course, the client, the man, is the ultimate protector, right? He needs to know how to look for red flags. And I always tell clients, you are your last means of protection, right? You need to understand and fish for red flags. I always did it. Some people disagree with that, but it's my advice. Men should look for signs, for red flags, because you're looking for a reason to end it, basically. Because why would you fly there unless she's passed all of the litmus tests? You know, you don't see serious red flags, right? yeah, you always want to be testing the waters. Ontario. Yeah, so that's a wrap. This is much longer, 2 hours. Wow. So guys, please encourage Billy in comments. Be supportive in comments. Please, you guys watching this in post, be supportive to Billy, man. He is getting back on the horse despite being scammed 60 grand before Match Guarantee, like 4 or 5 trips to Ukraine, getting stuck behind enemy line, being kidnapped in the back of a van where you try to get out and there's no door handle. You can't get out, when the war broke out, just having Irina break his heart, right? All of these things, yet he's man enough. You guys rag on, his maybe lack of masculinity. Fuck, man. He's man enough to get back on the fucking horse and not give up, which is more than I can say for most of you guys watching in TV land out there. So, as far as I'm concerned, in my books, Billy is masculine in some ways, right? And not giving up is masculine. Giving up is feminine. It's failure. It's not masculine. So, Billy's a great dude. Thank you, Broadcast Dave. So, yeah, I encourage you guys, give it a go. If you have the financial resources, if you don't, save us from doing a bunch of work for you for nothing. Save us from helping you break a Ukrainian refugee's heart, or not breaking her heart, but letting her down, I should say, more appropriately, right? She meets you, then you pull a Hank Snow on us like Tom this week and last week. Yeah, we got a Tom every week. Every fucking week there's one Tom. Like, why would you start a process that uses risk reversal so we can show you we're genuine, our ladies are genuine? I guarantee you have a positive sniff test. Like, all guys, look at our reviews. We have over 100 video testimonial reviews from clients. No other agency in the world has that. Okay. We have a 4.5, 4.7 Trustpilot SiteJabber review rating, right? We're completely transparent, live streaming with clients. It's not possible to hide because we purposely show you transparency. So stop being so nervous. Stop being so freaked out about your past scam experiences, right? If you're going to give us a test drive for $500, make sure you're ready. Don't let down one of our ladies. That's what I implore you guys. All right. If you are sure, you can go right there. You can go right there and book a free consultation. The first step with us is free. matchguarantee.com/register. You will book a Zoom consultation with one of our matchmakers, and you can get all your questions answered to your satisfaction. She will go over 5 points of what we call zone of success, and you will understand your chances of being successful working through us at getting what you want. Every man, pretty much, with a few exceptions, with physical ailments and such, bar a few exceptions, every man can be successful finding a good Ukrainian wife, right? Barring a few exceptions. As long as you're realistic, you're within, say, 10-year age gap. Maybe you can push 15. Maybe you get really lucky like me and have a successful love-based marriage with a 20-year age gap. Hey, anything is possible, not probable. So if that's you, please book a consultation, free consultation. We'd love to talk to you. And then we will tell you about our $500 test drive. Meet 10 ladies, okay? And then find out which from the 10 are mutually interested in you and have a Zoom first date with one, possibly 2 ladies, up to 1 hour long with a translator on. And often it's Jana. Okay, looks like a few more comments piling in before I let you guys go. First day in Atlanta. Wow, cool. That's cool. Don't give up. Oh, look at the mouse going across. You see the mouse? Oh, there she goes. Mouse in pink. Woot. Damn, missed a lot. Hey, it'll be on replay in a few minutes. Spencer was actually at the lake. Okay. All right, guys. That is a wrap. Okay. Any last burning questions before I let you go? Oh, there's a few questions popping in. Pink mice. Yeah. All righty. Okay, guys. Well, this has been fun. Sorry, Billy didn't join us, but you'll be hearing from him again, and we'll see how he does. Oh, yeah. I was okay. Save it for next time. We'll save it for next time. We have some cool streams coming up in the near future where I talk about quality of Ukrainian women and how we maintain our database. I'm looking for a few slides on here. We have so many assets here. But yeah, I'll be talking about that. And you guys you'll be shocked at what I have to say. You will be shocked at what I have to say on Zatvan. Again, I guess to let you know, National Geographic is ending its casting call. So this is your last chance to audition. You need to be registered by November the 30th. Okay. You can do that at matchguaranty.com/casting to audition here. Because if you win, you get our 20K lifetime package for free. That's right, for free. And if you lose, you win. What do I mean? Everyone that tries out for the National Geographic, which are about 130 of you guys now, gets offered our lifetime package for half off. So instead of 20, you only pay 10. All of you guys are given that opportunity. So again, matchguaranty.com/casting. You want to get in on that before November 30th because, well, that's just a pretty sweet deal and you might win for free. A few more comments. I'll just pop in there and see. Yeah, thanks, Jana. Thank you. And for staying up so late. Oh, my gosh. It's the middle of the night for you, girl. Wow. Now, that is passion. Hey, guys, that, like, hello, let's give Jeanne a round of applause. What time is it for her? It's the middle of the night in Ukraine, and she's up watching the stream because she cares about you guys. She cares about Billy. She cares about Ukraine dating. You know what? Give her a round of applause. She did something very hard for her. She did fundraising to reopen ukrainedating.tv. Oh, man. I'm sure if you give the options to a Ukrainian person, would you rather fundraise for anything, like ask for money, or let's think of something, or strap yourself full of honey with a bikini on and lie across a anthill, like the old native Indian torture technique? Which would you rather do? She'd probably start dousing herself with honey in her bikini. That's how much they hate. It's just not innate in good Ukrainian women. My wife's the same. Don't talk about money with my wife, Anna. She doesn't want to ask for money, talk about money. This is just ingrained. It's how they're raised culturally, you know, and we are who we are. Very hard to change, to overcome that. But Jana actually did it. She called some of you guys and asked, hey, would you be up to supporting the channel? And that's just like crazy hard. So that just shows you how much she believes in ukrainedating.tv, because it really shows, like, again, we're live right now. 28% of you are saying, no, it's too risky for Billy to fly to Europe to meet with Oksana. And that 28% of you guys are going to fail at any relationship, most likely. Hey, miracles can happen. But you guys, 28% of you, which is pretty good, actually. I mean, 72% of you guys are right. But those 28% of you, you guys need to go over ukrainedating.tv and really understand what makes Slavic women tick. You know, you've got our amazing Jana streaming over there all the time. You see what she's made of. That's the beauty. You see the soul light of our streamers. You see it. I mean, Jana has had 210 live streams. What actually tabulated it? 210 live streams. She's got pole position. Can you not really understand the soul light of somebody that's streamed for an hour or two, 210 times? Of course you can. She's representative of high quality Ukrainian women. So you guys can learn from her. You can rest assured that you're getting great advice with no ulterior motive. When Jean is calling some of you guys from the channel, okay, all calls are recorded for quality control at Match Guarantee. And so once in a while, I'll listen in on a call, and I hear you guys like, Jean, if you ever need help, dear, just reach out to me. I'll send you money to your account. She says, no, don't need that. But thank you. You know, that's what we're talking about here, guys. I want you guys to really get it and understand, instead of fighting the advice from me, 50 first dates, 7 years living in Ukraine, 7 relationship, blissfully fucking married, right? With children, accomplished my life dream, right? But yet you fight me on my advice. Why would you do that? That's like, you know, seriously, that's like Warren Buffett coming to you and saying, listen, you want some advice on investing? You know, and you're like, no, I'm good. I don't need your advice on investing. No, he just was the world's richest man, and he's known as the world's greatest investor ever. But you're turning away advice, like from Jana and I having the same advice for Billy. Isn't that crazy? You know, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result? I don't know. Some of you guys online in chat seem like you're a little bit loopy to me. Okay. Listen, I'm going to share a video that's really near and dear to my heart. I'm going to close out on that, okay? Because, I mean, seriously, if I can be successful, if I can marry my soulmate and have children at my age, right? And I'm 58 and we're still working on it. Like, that's just freaking impossible, right? Isn't that impossible? Most people say that's impossible. But if I can do it, then, and you know my past, then absolutely, you guys have no excuses. This is a little bit about where I came from. You guys know the end of the story for me, but this is where I came from, if you haven't seen this video, and then I'll close out.
Do you find yourself over 50 and regretting chasing material riches at the expense of family? Do you believe it's never too late, or have you given up? Maybe Joe's story will inspire you and give you hope. After having it all, millionaire lifestyle, all the toys men dream of, Joe still felt unfulfilled. Joe prayed for God to shake it up, to light the path for his purpose. Well, be careful what you pray for, right? Well, bankruptcy and divorce certainly wasn't Joe's plan. In hindsight, it was God's. Joe found himself 50, divorced, bankrupt, and homeless. Little did he know his best years lay ahead. Well, fast forward 5 years, Joe is happily married to his beautiful soulmate Anna, lives the traveling nomad capitalist lifestyle, and his lifelong dream of being a dad has come true. Twice, with 2 darling daughters, and another on the way. Did you know exhaustive research has proven that regret is what we feel most on our deathbed? Well, if you find Joe's story hits a nerve for you now, Joe asks you to trust him just enough to hear his inspiring true life story. Joe promises to light the path for you to find your soulmate and start your family, even if you're over 50.
Hey guys, that's it. That's my life. That's where I came from to where I am now. If I can do it, you guys can absolutely do it. Okay. You just have to play your cards right. And this highlights why coaching is critically important. You see, Billy, without Jean and I, he's on the road to failure with Oksana. Absolutely. And I know, Jana, if you're on still, let me know. You agree with that. I know she's going to agree. He's clearly no flowers sent after a month and a half. That's friend zoned, and no even intent of romance or seriousness. Okay. And then no discussion of when you would go meet her. No looking into flights. No even like, that's the path to failure, man. He's going to blow it. But with Jana's tough love, my tough love, and just honesty, he has a shot. He has a chance. Oksana is a good, serious woman. And there's no doubt that if he has chemistry, right? And they have chemistry, of course, that's always the caveat, right? But we won't know until he gets his ass there. Okay, on that note, the final poll results, which I will post in comments as soon as we end the live stream. 59 votes. Thank everyone for voting. So 27% of you guys are saying, no, Billy, too risky. Don't fly to see Oksana. Too risky. But 73% of you guys are saying, do it, Billy. Faint heart never won a fair lady. So do it, Billy, and you will know you will put your best foot forward. Okay. That's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in for this live stream, this live stream. And thank you for your support coming in as well for Billy. And we'll see you guys next time.